What is up, guys? Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Braun. Today we're going to be playing a game called The Monster Inside. It is a novella, and I'm not really sure exactly what it is about, but the story from the description seemed pretty interesting, so let's just jump right into this. Oh my god, I'm jumping on my own tongue. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I'd had in years left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw. But just like any other day, I dragged myself to the office. Ooh. Oh shit, and this is what I was talking about, like the pictures, it just looks so cool how they did it. Like it looks awesome. It looks awesome. It almost looks like paper. There was another notice on the door from Mayor Vanetti's office, permits out of date. They didn't like me much and were trying to drown me in paperwork. It was a slow month, weeks since I had any really case to work on, so I passed the time pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bedsheet. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I'm too afraid of what I might see, afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. The girl came in so quiet, I nearly choked on my cigarette. Alright, who's coming in then? Mister, please! You gotta help me, mister! Calm down now, sit and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? You ever hear of knocking first? We're a beatnik crime officer, so you ever hear knocking first, toots? That's what we're gonna go with, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. It's alright, sit down and tell me your tale. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily, which is kind of strange. That's my supervisor's name at my work, and she is not a nice person. She told me she was his mistress, the man all over the newspapers, the infamous banker, Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Oh shit, so we're getting a little bit deep into this little tale anyways. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bastard, but this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Oh shit, so maybe it was Farnsworth that actually killed her. And Farnsworth, Futurama, that's where I keep on thinking of this name. He owns this ship. Lily, you don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everybody thinks it was him, and no one believes me. He's gotta be in trouble. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Well, mister, Jack, you can call me Jack. Jack, whoever did that to his wife must have been the one who took him. He would have never left without me. He promised me. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Well, yeah, because she's the mistress, obviously. He's keeping her in line, keeping her in check. Alright, please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him into charges. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets, probably why they hadn't found him much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. True, and fucking police, stop letting people buy you out like that, goddammit. You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. Alright, I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of this, don't you worry now. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. Oh, thank you, mister. Jack, thank you. But please, be careful. I don't think this was just any murder or kidnapper. I think it was a what? A beast. What do you mean a beast? Like a monster? Okay, beast? The word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. Not a word many use these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough to all right. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges, but I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years, back when I was still a cop myself. Alright, so in this world, are like beasts like a legit thing that come around? Like, this is confusing. Leave detective work to me. Let's not jump to conclusions here. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. Okay, we'll go with that. We're a just cop. We will listen to your story. I just have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of thing. Sure. Can't see how busy I am with the other cases, huh? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strongest suit. I reasoned her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep the doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I didn't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. Very true. Okay, can we just find this monster already? That night, I made my way down to Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. Alright, beautiful. Alright, hopefully we're actually going to find something this time. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for finding the things others overlook. Alright, oh shit. See, I love all these little scenes. They look so damn cool. A knock more of a symptom of a condition other, less useful symptoms I kept in check. But for the time being, my keen sense of smell would be coming in handy. Nice. I was faint, but I could smell it before. I even approached the police line. The scent was less of a thing and more of an emotion. Seduction. By a monster? For real? Oh no, that's the wife's outline, okay. A strangely familiar smell. I expected the scent of trepidation or maybe even outright fear, but Mrs. Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. Okay, alright, at least she left doing the deed. Why not? Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. Oh shit. Okay, 1 minute. The game popped out. It's okay now. To a crime of passion. Pushing the thought from my mind. It was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. Oh shit, we can actually look at stuff too in this. That's awesome. Alright, let's look at this. Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick out anything from the prints the cops left behind in their haste. Alright, but the cops don't wear $2,000 pairs of carcanos. How do you even know how much the shoes cost? Like, that is a crazy assumption, man. It looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. Investigate the scene. Alright, oh shit, scratch mark on the tree. Alright, that's definitely something. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my finger along its length and felt a chill down my spine. Ooh. This wasn't just any burn mark. This was the mark of an ancient magic. It's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural was at play here. Now this is getting actually kind of interesting with the magic and the monsters being mixed in. It's kind of giving me like a weird vibe of what is it? The Wolf Among Us. It kind of is, and I really want to play that with you guys. It's so good. But I was no stranger to the strange. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all of its hidings from me. So I trudged back to my apartment and my head hit my pillow like it owed me money. Damn right it did. Next chapter. Alright, we're really getting through this. The next morning, I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from the mayor's office. I motioned for her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might say. She finally worked up the courage to ask, "So what did you find?" I didn't find jack shit. Alright, I'm a bad detective. You should not have hired me. Well, I've got some good news. Farnsworth might still be alive. Not sure about the beast, but something unnatural was at play. Wait, what? Might be right to worry about monsters. Found spell marks. Okay, let's just tell her straight up. What does that mean? What about Reggie? Do you know where he might be? Found his footprints. Seems like he got out safely. There were signs he was at the scene and slipped away. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that, because we don't know if he got out safely or not. My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. But you don't know where he went. Do you think the news this morning is related? What news? Yeah, what news? Haven't you heard? No, that's why I'm fucking asking you. Yeah, but maybe you should tell me what you know. Nope, rough night followed by a rough morning. They found the police chief's wife dead down by the docks. They say it happened last night. Whoa. I do not like burping in the middle of talking. That really fucking hurts. Let me guess. Chief, Amato is missing too. My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicion, but it faded quickly. Amato was a shit cop and a shit chief. Well, damn, man! You got some real differences against that guy. He was at the reason I left the force, but now his wife was dead and I had more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain at my temples. I told Lily I needed time to work, and she left slightly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. That night, after the cops had cleared out the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Mrs. Amato's untimely demise. In next chapter, I'm really enjoying this game. Like, it's giving me vibes of Wolf Among Us and LA Noire. And LA Noire is by far one of my favorite games, which is another game I gotta play at least a couple episodes with you guys. It's so fucking great, and if you've not played it yourself, you really need to check that out, because it's so damn good. Alright, now we're deep down by the docks. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil. Alright, but why? Could it be? What does salt and oil mean? The smell again, like someone had bottled pure aerosol and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long-forgotten memory, but the sensual fumes soon gave me a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than not knowing. I looked down at my hand, shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. This guy's really burdened by a lot of stuff. Like, he's not even a drinker, it doesn't seem like. He's just seen some shit, you know? No, it's better now, reformed. I need to focus, no jumping to conclusions, follow the evidence, investigate the scene. Alright, what are we gonna do? Let's go with these little plants. Red Phoenix cigarettes, same shitty brand I smoke every day. Everybody's got their vice. Investigate the scene. Oh, okay, so those didn't really mean anything. What about this little dock? They mean I don't really see anything over there. There, just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric torn and caught in the splinter of a board. The police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Amato wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling on the top of my brain. I didn't even get to anything. Like, I didn't even do the body over there, but whatever, fuck it. Alright, next chapter. Let's do this. I honestly don't remember the walk back to the office, Apparently, I spent the night in my easy chair. The air from the docks lingered in my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? A newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch it, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure before I even picked up the paper. I could already read the headline. Breaking. Mayor missing. Wife found dead. Oh, so the guy is the mayor that's missing? Like, it's also confusing. Alright, 2 cases and a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. The cops would come asking questions soon. They knew I had the history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. I couldn't take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. Alright. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I'm sorry, Lily, but I don't have time to talk. I have to go. I've just been busy. I'm off to Mrs. Vanetti's crime scene. Yes, let's go with that one. Okay, well, we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. Will do. She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek as I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but I would be a lie. Alright, so something bad is about to go down. I could very much tell that, and the music definitely gives it away. The alley was located behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vanetti and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than the last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Investigate the scene. Alright, we'll do. Alright, let's go to the trash. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wants to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what to look for. Lightweight bags usually mean something was dumping his documents. If you were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot, shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vanetti was crooked, but this was unbelievable. Oh my god, stock trades and everything. That's no good. Alright, there was more. Better between Mayor Vanetti and Chief Amato talking about me. How they were trying to get me shut down and they didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around on this one. Investigate the scene. I feel like maybe the cops are in this as well, seeing they really don't like this dude being around the crime scenes and all that good stuff. Vanetti's car. If he's still alive, why would he have left his car? It didn't make any sense. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high, and my bet was edging towards the unthinkable. As I searched around for anything that might assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. I had overwhelmed my other senses with undulating pleasure. Oh my god, it was intoxicating. A weapon used on the weak-willed. A weapon I knew all too well, though it had been many years since I had used it. Okay, so is it still the scent of pleasure that he keeps smelling? And I'm starting to think that maybe the mayor is the monster, the mage, or whatever the hell's doing all this stuff. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? It wasn't possible, was it? It very well might be. Like, Oh my god, I'm slurring my words like a motherfucker. I'm sorry. I was taking my inhibitors. I was reformed, but the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses. Oh, we're a monster. Gotcha. This is just like fucking The Wolf Among Us, trying to keep the monster away. Alright, I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back to the alley when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Oh shit. Not just any watch though. No. My watch. Oh, we're the killer. No shit. How long had my wrist been where? Suddenly I dropped it when I first came down the alley. I checked the time before I left the office, hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. Next chapter. Holy shit, guys, this is getting good. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops will probably show up any minute to knock on the door, down at the cart me away. They'll put it together before long. Maybe it would be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. So we are the monster, but Lily was still there waiting for me. Oh shit. Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost. Come back to haunt me from the past. You're not making any sense, Jack. Come sit by me. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her. I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had been the first time she came in my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress. Also, just like the one that we found down by the docks. Like, maybe she's in this with me. Odd that I haven't really noticed before, but it made her seem out of place, out of time. And it was frayed around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my fall and my knees failed me. It was you. You are the monster. Succubus. No shit, it's a succubus. Oh, Jack, we are one and the same. You and I were both monsters. I'm simply more honest with myself. There's no such thing as a reformation. Those pills that you take may only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures. You have an incubus. What? This is so cool, man. This has gotten so interesting. Those men were probably dead too, now I figured. She probably took them to her lair and harvested their seed. Harvested their seed? What? Oh, because she's a succubus. Okay. Makes sense. So you've done all this just to wake me up? You could say that. Thought it seemed enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believe that you are still capable of such horrors, which means deep down you probably are. You can't escape it. Now I need you to complete the deed. You took my watch. Messed with my head. Yeah, she did. She fucking threw us out. I was not expecting that, not one single bit. I thought we were just a monster. Oh, don't act like I didn't do you a favor. These men hated you and wanted you gone, and now they are gone. I mustered the strength and stand again, movingly casually to the window by the corner. She was right about one thing. I was dull, weak compared to her. If I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I've never met a succubus who seduces and kills women. Wait, we're a woman? What the fuck is going on here? I mean, not that it's a bad thing. It's just, I guess it really never said we are a man either. It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything. Oh, please, such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasures of the flesh. Oh, shit. But I do still need an incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed I've harvested from those awful men and plant it among the fertile masses for me. I've never actually heard of an incubus. That's something I'm going to have to look up. I'm tired of draining my lovers just to survive. I'm ready to settle down and start a family. Ha 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 ha! Alright. That maniacal laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure she was looking in my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bedsheet off the corner mirror. Oh, no way! Lily was blinded by her own reflection and sucked into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream. Trapped. That's why I didn't want to look in the mirror. Oh my god, dude. They really did a good job with this. This is good for a free game. Shielding my own eyes, I pulled the revolver from my desk side drawer, aimed it at the mirror, and what? And fired. Kaboom! Damn. That's fucking awesome. That was great. That was so good. I love that. Alright. Story and programming by Taylor Owen. Art by Doug Arobach. Music and the sound effects by Clark Abad. Alright guys, so I really did enjoy that one. I really hope you liked it too, because that was a really good story. Like, that was really well put together. It wasn't cheap seeming. It had a cool little backgrounds and stuff like that. I really liked that one. I had a fun time, and I really hope you guys did too. But anyways guys, Like always from Michigan, I'll see you on the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. It really helps me out. I know there's been a few problems with the videos coming out lately with like the audio being off sync. I don't know why that actually happened, but it's not gonna happen again. I'm gonna make sure I'm double checking these videos because that really makes me mad. I posted those 2 videos today, and it's such a bummer that that happens. Like they were honest, they were decent videos, and they still are. But like it sucks when the audio's off of the actual lip syncing and whatnot because, well, it just looks off. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.